At my wedding, my mom tried to drug me. I caught it in the bar mirror and quietly swapped the glasses. Minutes later, she lifted a flute for a toast, took a long drink, and collapsed in front of everyone. That was the moment her perfect family finally saw who she really was. My brother was the golden kid. I was the spare set of hands. When I was 8 and he broke a window, she snapped, "Why weren't you watching him?" I got grounded. He got comfort. At 17, he wrecked my dad's truck and she still asked why I wasn't there to stop it. By the time I got engaged, it was routine. At dinner, my mom praised my brother's creative future for 40 minutes. Then she glanced at me and said, "And you're still at that insurance job?" I'd just been promoted. My wife squeezed my knee and murmured, "She doesn't see you. She uses you." Once we set a wedding date, mom started yanking strings. She called vendors behind our backs to fix details we never changed. My wife caught the lies, saved every email, and told me she's sabotaging. She'll escalate. I wanted to believe she wouldn't. I was wrong. At the rehearsal dinner, mom toasted my brother like he was a miracle. Then she turned to me and said, "You're so dependable." Afterward, my brother asked to add a reading. "It's my wedding," I said. "No." He ran to mom, and I watched her face go cold, then calm, like a switch flipped. Wedding day, cocktail hour, smiles everywhere. I walked up to the bar and saw my mom's reflection. One quick look around, a tiny vial from her clutch, 3 drops into my champagne. Then she floated away like nothing happened. I didn't have time to argue. I didn't have proof yet, so I switched the glasses. She grabbed the flute and raised it high. Then she drank, slow and proud. Next, her fingers trembled around the stem. Then her smile twitched and vanished. After that, her knees buckled like strings were cut. Then the room went dead quiet. Finally, she slumped, eyes unfocused, in my dad's arms. My wife moved first. "Give her space. Call 911. Don't touch anything." While everyone stared, I photographed the bar and both glasses. My wife lifted mom's clutch and found the vial tucked in a side pocket. Security pulled the camera footage. Mom alone at the bar, dosing the drink, checking the room, pocketing the vial. When the police arrived, we handed over the video, the vial, and months of screenshots showing her sabotage. At the hospital, mom didn't ask if I was okay. She stared at me and said, "You did this." My dad asked, shaking, "Did you put something in his drink?" She hesitated just long enough to answer the question for her. My mom snapped into blame. "I was protecting the family. He's changed because of her," she said, glaring at my wife. My wife didn't flinch. "You weren't protecting anything. You were losing control." My dad asked again, quieter, "Did you plan it?" My mom swallowed and said, "Yes." My dad walked out like he'd finally woken up. 3 days later, the police arrested her. The DA hit her with attempted assault with a controlled substance. Her lawyer tried to sell it as stress. The video didn't care. Neither did the judge. When my mom muttered, "I was trying to protect my family," the judge leaned in and asked, "By drugging your son?" and sentenced her anyway. My brother cornered me at a coffee shop and begged me to fix it. "Please," he said, voice shaking. "She's our mom. She tried to drug me," I said, "at my wedding." He got angry, like consequences were an insult. "You're tearing the family apart." I leaned forward. "No, I'm just done holding it together with my bare hands." That night, my dad called, and for once he didn't defend her. He just sounded tired. "I chose peace over truth," he said. "I let her treat you like a tool." Then he filed for divorce and cut my brother off. 6 months later, my brother finally got a job in his own place, and he called me like a stranger learning a new language. "I'm sorry," he said. "I didn't see it, or I didn't want to." "Apologies don't fix patterns," I told him. "Behavior does." I wasn't her son. I was her insurance policy, the guy who absorbed consequences so my brother could stay special. The only mistake she made was drinking her own lie in front of the whole room. So tell me, if you saw those 3 drops hit your drink, would you swap the glasses or call her out on the spot?